Hello friends, today I will discuss the numerical problems on output power at driving axles of the traction system. So let us see the first problem. A 250-ton motor coach having 4 motors each developing 6000 Newton meter torque during acceleration starts from rest. If the gradient is 40 in 1000, gear ratio is 4, gear transmission efficiency is 87%, wheel radius is 40 centimeters, train resistance is 50 newtons per ton. The addition of rotational inertia is 10%. Calculate the time taken to attain a speed of 50 km per hour if the line voltage is 3000 volts DC and the efficiency of the motors is 85%. Find the current during notching period. So for this problem, we assume the speed time characteristic of the system is trapezoidal in nature so that we analyze it easily. So let us see here what is the procedure that we should follow to solve this problem. The first step is find the wheel diameter. He gave the wheel radius. So what we want is wheel diameter. So 2 into radius. Next, total torque developed. So that we have to calculate for each motor what is the torque developed is given. So for 4 motors we have to calculate. So then we find the what is the effective weight, and then we find the tractive effort, that is force, at the driving axle using the equation Ft is equal to eta gamma 2t divided by d. Then find alpha using equation Ft is equal to 277.8 We alpha plus 98.1 Wg plus W into R. And we know from the trapezoidal speed time curve, for knowing the acceleration period, we know the relation alpha, that is acceleration alpha is equal to Vm by T1, where that Vm is the maximum speed and the T1 is the accelerating period. So we can calculate the time of acceleration using the Vm divided by acceleration alpha. Then find the T1. Okay, find T1 using this equation. Next, find the power output from the driving axles. Next, find the power input to the driving wheel or output power of the traction motor. Then find the total current drawn by all 4 motors. Then find the current drawn by each motor. So this is the procedure that we are going to follow to solve this problem. So first step is, so we know the weight as 250 tons, and then percentage gradient we can write of 40 by 1000 into 100. So we will get 4%. So then gear ratio is given, gamma is equal to 4, and the wheel diameter, that is driving wheel diameter, we can write it as 2 into 40, because 40 is the centimeters of radius. So for diameter you have to multiply that radius with the 2, so we get 80 centimeters. So we can write this d in terms of meters as 0.8 meters. Then train resistance is already given as 50 newtons per ton. Then a rotational inertia is given as 10%. Then accelerating weight of the train we can write as taking this rotational inertia, that is 1.1 into 250. Then we get 275 tons. So then we know the torque developed by each motor as 6000 Newton meters. So we can calculate the total torque developed by the 4 motors, capital T is equal to 4 into 6000, then we get to 24,000 Newton meters. So then we know the torque and we know the other transmission efficiency, gear ratio, and also the diameter of the driving wheel. So we can calculate what is the torque effective or the tractive effort or the force at the driving wheel. So Ft is equal to eta capital T to gamma divided by D. So we know what is efficiency, that is 87% means 0.87, and torque just now we calculated, so that is into 24,000 Newton meters, and the 2 is as it is. So gear ratio is given as 4, and then this D is 0.8 meters. Once we simplify this equation, we get uh, 2,08,800 newtons. So now we also know that the tractive effort at the driving wheel we can write like this: 277.8 We into alpha plus 98.1 W into G plus W into R. So we have already calculated what is Ft. So we substitute here that Ft value is here to the left side, then equal to 277.8 into W just now we have calculated, that is effective or the accelerating weight of the train, WA, that is 275 tons, into alpha, which is not known, so we keep it as it is. Then 90 plus 98.1 into weight we know, that is 250 tons, into the gradient ratio we know, percentage of gradient is 4, plus W into R. W is 250 tons and the R is nothing but 50 newtons per ton. So we get this M into R value or W into R value. So from this we can get alpha is equal to, that is acceleration is equal to 1.285 kilometer per hour per second. So once we know the alpha and we know the maximum speed of the train, so we can calculate from the trapezoidal curve what is the accelerating period, that is T1 is equal to Vm divided by alpha. So Vm we know that is 50 kilometers per hour divided by alpha we know that is 285 kilometer per hour per second. So we get 38 50 divided by 1.285 will give you what is called 38.89 seconds. Then this is the accelerating period time. So next, power output at the driving axles. So we write the equation, that is Ft into Vm divided by 3600, and where Vm is in terms of kilometer per hour. So Ft just now we calculated, that is 2,08,800 into Vm is 50 kilometer per hour divided by 3600. So finally we get 2900 kilowatts as the output power at the driving axles. So then to know the input power to the driving axles, so we have to use what is called the thermal efficiency of the motor, that is power output divided by efficiency. So we know the power output as 2900 kilowatts divided by efficiency is 85%, so 0.85. So then we get 3,411.76 kilowatts. This is the power input or this is the output power of the motors. So the total current drawn by the motor set is given by power input divided by V. So the power input is nothing but 3,411.76 kilowatts, so we multiply with the 10 cube, divide the with the voltage, that is supply voltage is 3000, so then we get 1137.25 amperes. This is the total current drawn by all the traction motors connected across the supply. So the number of motors that are connected are 4. So this is the 4 motors current together. So now we want current drawn by each motor is given by total current drawn from the supply divided by the number of motors connected across the supply. So we'll give you 284.31 amperes. Now let us take another problem. So here our requirement is to calculate the torque of the each traction motor. So an electric train of weight 250 tons has 8 motors geared to driving wheels. Each is 85 centimeters diameter. The effective or the tractive resistance is of 50 newtons per ton. That is tractive resistance or train resistance. So next, the effect of rotational inertia is 10% of the train weight. The gear ratio is 4:1 and the gearing efficiency is 85%. Determine the torque developed by each motor to accelerate the train to a speed of 50 km per hour in 30 seconds up a gradient of 1 in 200. So to solve this problem, so we have to follow this procedure. So first find out what is the effective weight of the train, then calculate what is the acceleration of the train. So using the this trapezoidal speed time curve approximation. So third, find the tractive effort at the driving axles. So then fourth, find the torque. Then find the torque of each motor. So this is the procedure to be followed for this problem. So what is the first thing that we want? What is the effective weight? So for getting that, we should know the some information. That is, weight of the train W is given as 250 tons. The diameter of the driving wheel D is 0.85 meters. The tractive resistance is 50 newtons per ton. Gear ratio is 4. Gear efficiency is 85%. So the accelerating weight of the train or the effective weight is nothing but, so that rotational inertia we take into account. So 10%, when you take that into account, so then you will get is here 1.1 into W. This W is stationary weight of the train, that is given as 250 tons. So when we multiply this 250 tons with 1.1, so then we get 275 tons as the effective weight of the train. So then, so he gave the maximum speed also 50 km per hour. So we know the trapezoidal speed time curve. From that we can say the acceleration alpha is equal to Vm by T1. So maximum speed is 50 divided by T1. That is, he mentioned the to attain this speed 30 seconds is necessary for it. So that we are showing here. So 50 by 30, then we get 1.66 kilometer per hour per second. So then what is the tractive effort at the driving wheel? So we know the formula, 277.8 WE into alpha plus 98.1 WG plus W into R. So we know effective weight WE, alpha we also know, and W also we know, and G is the gradient ratio. So W into R also we know. So we substitute all of them. So 277.8 into W is 275 tons. So into alpha is 1.66 plus 98.1 into the weight is stationary weight is 250 tons. So into gradient, that is 1 into 100 divided by 200. So we get percentage is 0.5%. So plus So W into R, that is 250 tons into uh, resistance is given in newtons per ton. So that is 50 newtons per ton. So multiply this 250 with 50. Then we get, after simplification, like this 150. So here 1,51,578.2 newtons. This is the total tractive effort exerted at the wheel, driving axis or driving wheel. So now we can calculate what is the total torque developed. So we know the total tractive effort at the wheel. So now we can calculate what is the total torque developed. That is capital T is equal to Ft into capital D divided by eta into gamma into 2. So from this we can say the total torque Ft we have calculated, that is 1,51,578.2. So and the diameter is we calculated that as 0.85 meters, diameter of the wheel. So divided by efficiency is given as 85%. So we write to 0.85. So into 2, gear ratio is given as 4. So we get, after simplification, like this. That is 18,947.25 Newton meters. This is the total torque developed by the traction system. So now what is the torque developed by each motor? So we have used here 8 motors. So now let us take another problem. A tram car is equipped with the 2 motors that are operating in parallel. The resistance is in parallel. So the resistance of each motor is 0.5 ohms. Calculate the current drawn from the main supply at 450 volts when the car is running at a steady state speed of 45 km per hour and each motor is developing tractive effort of 1600 newtons. The friction, windage and other losses may be assumed as 3000 watts per motor. So what he wants is what is the total current drawn from the supply by this system. So what is the procedure for this? So to solve this, first of all we have to find what is the output power of each motor, then find the current using equation motor input is equal to motor output plus constant loss plus copper losses. So then once we get that, then we get find the total current drawn by the system from the supply. So we know the resistance of each motor is 0.5 ohms. A voltage across each motor is 450 volts. The tractive effort is 1600 newtons. Maximum speed is 45 km per hour. Loss per motor is 3000 watts. So we know power output of each motor is given by tractive effort at the driving wheel into maximum speed divided by 3600. So here Vm is in kilometer per hour. So then where Ft is already given, that is 1600 newtons. So into Vm is 45 kilometer per hour. So 45. So into 1000. So just to convert this into uh, meter per second. So divided by 3600. So then after simplification we get the output power of each motor is 20,000 watts or 20 kilowatts. And we know the copper loss formula is I square into Rm. So whereas the Rm is the resistance of each motor, so that is given as 0.5 ohms. So into the current flowing, so that is I. So I square into 0.5. So then we know what is input power to the motor is equal to motor output plus constant loss plus copper loss. So from that we calculate what is the motor input. We know the motor, the supply voltage is 450 volts into, so motor input current means whatever current they take, that we call that as capital I. So V into I is 450 into I. is equal to motor output that we have already just now calculated in watts, that is 20,000. So plus constant losses, that is also given in the problem, that is 3000 watts. So plus copper loss, just now we calculated, that is 0.5 I square. So this is a quadratic equation, and once we solve this, so we get the I value as 54.39 amperes. So the total current drawn from the main supply is given by 2 into 54.39 amperes. So that is 108.78 amperes.